やっていきます。で、一応なんかこれはドキュメンタリーとちょっと操作できるって感じで短いやつなのかな。とりあえずやっていきますから。あと一応 NASA が公認で協力して作ったっていうゲームですね。ゲームなのかな。一応本編で鑑賞のみっていうのがあるんだね。一応ゲームプラスゲームやっていこうか。どっちかっていうとドキュメンタリー、アポロ11でどういうことがあったかとか、そういうような感じになってるみたいですね。でもアポロ11あんまり記憶にないな、知らないっていうより、どっちかっていうとあれだよね、アポロ13とかの方が有名なのかな。
No man can fully grasp how far and how fast we have come. But condense, if you will, the 50,000 years of man's recorded history in a time span of but a half a century. Stated in these terms, we know very little about the first 40 years, except at the end of them, advanced man had learned to use the skins of animals to cover them. Then about 10 years ago, under this standard, man emerged from his caves to construct other kinds of shelter. Only 5 years ago, man learned to write and use a cart with wheels. Christianity began less than 2 years ago. The printing press came this year. And then less than 2 months ago, during this whole 50-year span of human history, the steam engine provided a new source of power. Newton explored the meaning of gravity. Last month, electric lights and telephones and automobiles and airplanes became available. Only last week did we develop penicillin and television and nuclear power. And now, if America's new spacecraft succeeds in reaching Venus, we will have literally reached the stars before midnight tonight. This is a breathtaking pace, and such a pace cannot help but create new ills as it dispels old. New ignorance, new problems, new dangers. Surely the opening vistas of space promise high costs and hardships, as well as high reward. So it is not surprising that some would have us stay where we are a little longer, to rest, to wait. But this city of Houston, this state of Texas, this country of the United States was not built by those who waited and rested and wished to look behind them.
テレビ絶対これこれはなんだ、行く前に演出したのか。
Now look into space, to the moon, and to the planets beyond. And we have vowed that we shall not see it governed by a hostile flag of conquest, but by a banner of freedom and peace. The exploration of space will go ahead, whether we join in it or not. And it is one of the great adventures of all time. Those who came before us made certain that this country rode the first waves of the Industrial Revolution, the first waves of modern invention, and the first wave of nuclear power. And this generation does not intend to founder in the backwash of the coming age of space. We mean to be a part of it. We mean to lead it. Its hazards are hostile to us all. Its conquest deserves the best of all mankind. And its opportunity for peaceful cooperation may never come again. But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon.
当時はやっぱりすごかったみたいだね。まあ行けると思
We
ってなかっ
choose
た
to
から
go to the moon in
ね。
this
でも今に
decade
なった
and
ら
do
バン
the
バン
other
宇宙に
things.
飛んでるよね。
Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone,
考えられない
and
と
one
思
we
うよ
intend
ね。
to win on the other side.
すげえな、宇宙にいるのか。
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
地球
Roger, Tranquility. We
Chicken
copy you on
Wow.
the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
行くまでにでもあれだよね、11ってことは11でやっと行ったんだっけ。でも何回も行こうとしては途中で爆発したりなんかいろいろあったっていう。ケネディ宇宙センターって名前なんだね。1969年。まあ生まれてないよね。おお、すげえ。この映像すげえな。多分高いところが嫌いな人は無理だろうね。
To stand alone by myself out there and look at the rocket and the quietness and see the sun come up and the waves rolling in and the evidence of the millions of people watching, but nothing specific, so quiet, and to realize that indeed such a contrast was going to take place. All the frantic activity preparing the rocket was so quiet up there for me personally, and that in a very few moments we were going to be part in a great roar and off for a momentous event.
何これ。ああ、俺が動かすわけじゃないのね、やっぱり。なるほどね、こういう風に乗っていくのか。いやでも名前はやっぱみんな有名だよね。ニール・アームストロングとかさ、当時の人のあれだもんね。
A level of risk, so long as it's commensurate with the reward that you will get by achieving the goal that you're after.
ちょくちょくロード中するね。これは多分あれだな、カメラが近いからなんだろうけど、いやそれでこういう作りだな。本当に狭すぎねえか。こんなちっちゃいのかな本当に。いやでも横で見ると狭く感じるね。すげえな。細かく再現されてるんだろうけど、こんなん覚えられねえよな。いろんなボタンとかスイッチやら。いやしかも怖いよな。外見づれえな。 第2ステージタンク爆発。いやー、なんで黙んねえよな、初めて行く人は宇宙に。25秒、20秒前。ついたついた。コントローラーも触れてるよ。おー、画面も揺れるし、コントローラーも触れるし、すげえすげえすげえ。もう飛んでんだよね。わかんねえんだいまいち。雲流れて、すげえな。もうあれは太陽どんどん近づいてくる。もう雲も言ってる。もうだいたい宇宙まだこうだ。テスト。
Your guidance is converged. You're looking good.
Set 8 miles downrange, 12 miles high. Velocity 4,000 feet per second.
4000超えた。
Stand by for mode 1 Charlie. Mark, mode 1 Charlie. 1 Charlie.
Fifth Charles Works taking a staging status.
This is Houston, you are go for staging. Tower's gone. Roger tower.
Inboard engines out.
Inboard cutoff.
これでエンジン切って、この後はすげえな。
Houston, be advised the visual is go today.
なんか浮いてるけど
This is Houston, Roger out.
無重力
Yeah, they finally gave me a window.
基本何もできないんだよな、見るだけで。ペンシル浮いてるよ。覗くことはでも可能だけど、なるほど。ミッション経過時間から2時間45分。おお、すげえすげえすげえ。日本見えないか。漂ってんだずっと。ああ、下に見えるじゃん。眩しい。マイケル・コリンズ、パイロット。
And then when you see it, tiny as your thumbnail held out in front of you at arm's length, that sort of gets your attention. A beautiful sight, tiny, pristine, blue and white, very fragile-looking object, shining like a beautiful little headlight out there in the black velvet of space. It does change your perspective. It makes you think that we have to take better care of this little fragile entity, because it is fragile.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Slightly less than 1 minute to ignition, and everything is go.
Roger, Apollo 11's go.
Oh.
Ignition.
Take up.
We confirm ignition, and the thrust is go. Apollo 11, this is Houston at 1 minute. Trajectory and guidance look good, and the stage is good.
Apollo 11. We're showing velocity 35,570 feet per second.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Around 3.5 minutes. You're still looking good. Your predicted cutoff is right on the nominal.
Roger, Apollo 11's go. We're showing velocity 35,570 feet per second. Altitude 177 nautical miles.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. You are go at 5 minutes.
Roger, Apollo 11's go.
あ、月が見えた。コントローラーを動かしてください。何かミッションやる感じかな。何をやんだ。
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Your go for separation.
切り離しを開始してください。
Our system's recommendation is arm both pyro buses, over.
Okay, Pyro B coming armed. My intent is to use bottle primary one as per the
地
checklist.
球が見えるね。
Roger, we concur with the logic.
切り離して近くねえかてか狭くねえか。何すんだ。なんか見える。あ、近づいてきてる。ああ、これ何、自分で合わせろってことなのかな。動かせねえんだよね、まだ。いや、違うの、自動で動いてんだね、今。ああ、こういう風に見てやってるってことね、要は。狭すぎねえか、それにしても。いや、俺じゃねえよな、これは。すげえな、これ。
And capture.
ああ、合ってんね。
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Radio check, over.
Roger, we've got the high gain locked on now, I believe. Auto track it now.
Okay, you're coming in loud and clear, but Mike is just barely readable.
How is Neil? How are you reading Mike?
Loud and clear now, Mike, and we understand that you are docked.
That's fine. Houston, we're ready for LEM ejection.
Roger, go for LEM ejection.
Thank you.
Follow 11, this is Houston, over.
基本はやっぱり自分で動かすところはほとんどないんじゃねえかな、これ。こういう風に、まあ、ドキュメンタリーだからしょうがねえのか。
I thought it went pretty well, Houston, although I expect I used more gas than I've been using in the simulator. Except for using a little more gas, and I'd be interested in your numbers on that. Everything went nominally.
This is Houston, Roger, we copy.
こんなこと言ってたんだ。86.7 マイル、もう想像つかねえな、全然。お、美味しい。月か。
Eagle, Houston, the alignment and the initialization look good to us, over.
Roger, thank you.
オプション画面ちょっとまっすぐできるんだな。
Eagle, Houston, would you have Columbia go to the high gain, yaw 0, pitch, -20, over?
Here you go. 1 minute till take. You guys take care.
See you later. Apollo 11, Houston, we are go for undocking, over.
Roger, understand.
Roger, Eagle, undock. Roger, how does it look? The Eagle has wings. Roger. Eagle, Houston, we see you on the steerable, over.
I do believe you got thrusters on board that vehicle.
Okay, you got it. Do it, native. Roger, let us know when you're ready to copy. We have a DOI pad and a PDI pad, over. Guidance says we're go. Coming up on 5 minutes to ignition, Gene Kran's getting a go, no-go for descent. Okay, all flight controllers, I'm going around the horn. Make your go, no-goes based on the data you have for an LOS. See, we got it back. Give you another few seconds. We're going, fine. Okay, retro, go. Fido, go. Guide, go. Control, go. Telcom, go. GNC, go. Ecom, go. Surgeon, go. Capcom, we're go to continue PDI.
どうしてるね。 メインはこっちになるのかな。ああ、わかったわ。そうか。さっきもしかして飛ばしちゃったんだな。これで自分で動かすんだ。次へってやっちゃったんだ、さっき。どっちも有名だね。ヨハネス・ケプラーとガリレイ、ライト兄弟。でも動かし方あれだな、正直見てなかったんだよな。あそこに行けばいいってことでしよう。一応動かしぬ。おー、上がりすぎるよ。難しくねえかこれ。はい、ゆっくりゆっくりゆっくり動かす。見づれえな。こっから実際見ながらやってたってことなのか。違うな、あれか。別に画面見なくても行動で見てやってたってことだよね。俺らは見ても分かんないだろうけど。あ、間違えた、逆か。プープープープーってあれなんだよ、下を押すと上行くんだけど、押したらずっと下に行くんだよな。そう逆だ。ちょっと待って。ああ、失敗だね。衝突した。正直やってて面白いかどうか微妙だなこれ。まあ、とりあえず今回ここまででしょうか。ゲームっていうよりどっちかというとドキュメンタリー要素が強くて、こういうことがあったよみたいな感じかな。なんでまあ終わります